Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Dear Miss Tasha and dear classmates, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dhaifan Andito. I'm from group 2 and in here I'm as a moderator. It's good to be here today. Thank you Miss Tasha for giving us a chance to presentation our material. First, let me introduce our member. The first is Hilsa, alwy, adzkiya, and the next is Chiefa Maharani, and then Refi, regita, atmaja Putri, and next is Widya Putri, and then Amalia Nadifah, and last is I'm Dhaifan Andito. Our topic today is about a warehouse. Do you ever hear about warehouse? I think all of you already know about the warehouse. Yes, our presentation has 3 points. First is information technology, and second operational management, and last is data capture and transmission. For the first material will be presented by Refi. For Refi, please welcome.
Okay, thank you Dhaifan. Let's now look at the information technology. The use of computer-based information technology is now the norm in most warehouses and is essential for the management of large facilities. Even in conventional warehouses, for example, with rich trucks and ground-level picking, significant advantages can be achieved in terms of productivity, speed, and accuracy with the benefit of a good warehouse management system, or WMS. The WMS normally interface with the company's main transaction system to access information such as purchase order and to download customer orders. In turn, the WMS will feedback information such as goods received and dispatched. The WMS is used to control all the operation in the warehouse and issue instruction to subsidiary system, for example, equipment control system. The major WMS packages are very complex and have a wide range of functionality that might be turned on or off for particular applications. By having common software across industries, it is easier to apply upgrades to the software. The WMS functionality covers all the activities of the warehouse, as shown in the example beside. Okay, number 1, receiving, relating to yard planning, quality sampling, and number 2, Y, relating to support for all feasible storage types. Number 3, replenishment, relating to fixed trigger point or order-based replenishment to peak locations. Number 4, picking, relating to peak route optimization and sorting. Okay, number 5, added value service. This is relating to kitting, labeling, and final assembly. Number 6, packing, relating to identification of correct carton size. Number 7, cross-docking, relating to planning, labeling, and sortation. And then number 8, sortation, relating to by various categories. Number 9, dispatch, relating to marshalling land control. Next, yard management, relating to control of truck packing and dock door allocation. And the last is stock counting, relating to full count and perpetual inventory. Okay, the next points will be conveyed by our member, Amel.
Okay, thank you Refi. Let's look at the truck management. Some of these technologies are now being brought together to assist in the management of trucks around the warehouse. Trucks can now read where they are in a warehouse, for example by laser guidance, indoor positioning system with ground-based transmitters to the barcodes on the ceiling or RFID transponders embedded in the floor, and this can be used to manage truck operation more effectively and to collect performance data and fleet management information.
Now, I'm like to talk about operation management. The planning of such an operation needs to be undertaken at a number level. For example, in the long-medium terms, capacity planning must be undertaken to ensure that growth can be accommodated and that seasonal peaks can be met at the required service level. In the short terms, detailed workload planning is required to ensure that the appropriate level of equipment and staff are available and that these are correctly balanced between the different warehouse zones. As the recruitment of the warehouse change, then the design step detail will need to be revised so that appropriate equipment, staffing, process, and technology are brought in the match and new recruitment. Next, the management of large distribution center is a complex task. There may be thousands of orders received in a day across a range of thousands of SKUs, and all requiring consolidation by individual order, packing, and dispense in possibly hundreds of vehicles. The planning of such operation needs to be undertaken at the number of levels. Meeting legal recruitment and local regulation organizations have a duty of care towards the employees, and there is a wide range of legislation that must be complied with the warehouse operation, including, for example, health and safety, manual handling, lift equipment, and working hours. That's all for me. Next will be covered my colleagues. Thank you.
The next point is performance monitoring. The continuous measurement of performance is obviously essential to monitor process improvement. Warehouse need to operate within tight service and cost standards, and failure to meet these standards can mean the difference between a successful and unsuccessful business, particularly as warehouses are often the last link in the chain before delivery to the customer. Warehouse monitoring steps. Number 1 is service level. Percentage of order dispatched on time, percent of order fully satisfied, and stock availability in the warehouse. And the second is operational efficiency, and then cost efficiency. In cost efficiency, there are cost per case throughput, cost per pallet stored, and conformance to budget. And then after that is resource utilization. In resource utilization, there are percentage pallet storage capacity used, number of hours per day the equipment in use, and then number of standard hours worked. And there have stock integrity. In stock integrity, there are percentage of location with correct, percentage of SKUs with correct stock, and stock turn, and cycle times. There are average number of hours between arrival of goods on site and put away to storage location. Average number of hours between customer order receipt and dispatch of goods. And then there have safety and personnel. Then include percentage of staff, multi-skill, and environment, include electricity and gas usage, and percentage of return goods or packing required.
Data capture and transmission. First one, barcodes. Barcodes are the most common form of capturing data by automation. A barcode comprises a number of vertical or sometimes horizontal bars of varying thicknesses. The codes are normally structured so that, for example, the first few bars indicate the symbology. Then the next few bars may indicate the national coding authority, the manufacturer, then the product number, and even finally a check ticket. Common applications are to check barcodes on location with the pallet tracking to confirm products when picking, and to read label automatically on sorters. There are two-dimensional barcodes available, and as the name suggests, these are scanned in two directions simultaneously. This can hold hundreds of numbers or characters, but their use is not widespread. A special scanner are required at each stage in the supply chain, and common standards are not fully established. They are, however, used in closed-loop situations. Next, optical character recognition, or OCR. OCR labels can be read by both human and text scanner. However, this technology tends to be less reliable than barcoding, and data formats are limited. OCR technology is more common in document handling. And last, radio frequency identification, or RFID. RFID is being applied increasingly in supply chains for the tracking of unit loads, such as roll cake, pallet, and tote bins. For cartoon identification, for example in trials, by food retailers and by parcel carriers. And for security and other purposes at item level, for example for high-value goods. There are normally four components of such a system: a tag, an antenna, a reader, and a host station. Thank you.
And this is the end of our presentation. In conclusion, I'd like to say in a logistic company, warehouse management and information is very important. A logistic company will be able to run the company well if its system is well implemented. For that, companies need to pay attention and control warehouse management and information properly for the progress of the company. And that is all. Thank you for your attention. Furthermore, our last story. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.